Hey everyone, welcome back to the Collector's Horde. In this video, I'm going to unbox and review the Spider-Man Spider Armor Mark III Gameverse figure from the Demogoblin Build-A-Figure wave. So let's get started. In my last video, I unboxed and reviewed the Marvel Legends Gameverse Velocity Suit Spider-Man from the same Demogoblin wave. As I mentioned, I got these during the pandemic, and I haven't had time between responsibilities and my job to get to a lot of videos. So I wanted to get these knocked out, and then my next video I will do, or my next Marvel Legends video will be the Demogoblin BAF review. The Spider Armor Mark III comes in the Gameverse packaging with the Gameverse logo. It also has spider webs in light gray, but you can't really see it that well with my lighting. We get better lights at some point. The Gameverse design started with the Spider-Man Gameverse figure that first came out with the video game. It was a GameStop exclusive and has carried over into these figures, as well as the Marvel Avengers game that's coming out. They have that wave with the Gameverse Abomination BAF. Aside from that, it has the typical Marvel Legends packaging. Got the art designs on the sides, or the art renditions on the sides, and then the back with the BAF and all the other figures in the wave. This one has the Velocity Suit Spider-Man, the Spider Armor Mark III Spider-Man, Superior Octopus, Marvel's Vulture, Marvel's White Rabbit, and Shang-Chi to make the Demogoblin BAF. And then the blurb for this one is: Peter Parker upgrades his spider suit with advanced technology known as Spider Armor Mark III. Pretty standard stuff. It's pretty standard Marvel Legends packaging. So let's unbox it and check out the figure. So the first thing to note is that he comes with the right leg of the Demogoblin BAF. And he also has a little webbing accessory that goes, I assume, over the face of a villain or maybe on their hands. I'm not sure. Now, the first thing I noticed about my Spider Armor Mark III, aside from the fact that he's wildly bow-legged and I'm going to have to heat and fix those, he stands shorter than the Velocity Suit Spider-Man. Now, honestly, since he's supposed to be armor, I would expect him to be the same height, or at least the Velocity Suit, or perhaps the Velocity Suit should have been shorter. But that's just the way they designed it. As far as his paints and everything goes, he does not suffer from the same poor paint quality as at least my version of the Velocity Suit. The paint seems to be better placed, better quality controlled. There's very little overspray or overruns, little bits here and there. The paint seems to be most missing from the spider design, where it just seems a little off center, so it's kind of off of the spider design and more on the armor. Overall, he's really glossy, so you can't really catch it all, but he's got some great chainmail or scale mail designs into the red areas here, same as on his gauntlets and all the reds down here. There's some right here in his groin area, which probably should have been red. I don't know. He also has some really great armor designs up under his arms, along his torso, of course along his back, and in his boots. I like this figure a lot better than I like the Velocity Suit. He reminds me of a animated series Spider-Man. I can't remember which one. I'll have to Google that. Maybe post a picture here somewhere. as far as articulation goes, see his hand goes up and down. It's a lot better designed for the web hand versus the velocity suit. Again, fist does, of course, same thing. Can't go up though because of the gauntlets. So I guess you win some, you lose some with these things. Elbows, normal articulation there. His shoulders are, as expected, to be limited because of the armor on them, but it's not terrible. Head is also extremely limited. It kind of lifts a little bit and then goes down, but can go all the way around. Under this head, again, you can see with the detail of the of his undershirt, protecting his body from, you know, the armor, I guess, or making it more comfortable for him. Just pretty good. Oh, you can see the scaling a lot better now. Bring him that close. All right. And mid torso, for his mid torso, and bend like that, and backwards quite well. And he's got the little backpack there. Hips, of course, his hips standard. Same with the upper thigh and his knee, which I'm going to have to fix later. It's pretty decent. And then his ankles got some swivel, both sides. Ignore my blue tack to hold him up. And let's see here, and of course they go back and forth. There's a little limitation because of how the boot design here won't let it go back that far. Well, overall, I think I like this figure a lot better than I like the other Gameverse, the Velocity Suit Spider-Man. This one feels more 90s gimmicky Spider-Man, back when they had the foil covers and hologram covers, and he had different armors and different stuff that he wore. Kind of like, what was it, Web of Spider-Man 50, I think, or 25? Maybe it was 100. I forget. No. Yes. I don't know. I'll post a picture here. Versus the other one that had a Iron Man Iron Man suit feel to it. The articulation, you know, while limited in the shoulders and the feet, isn't that bad overall. The detail in the design is really good. My only complaint is that the torso red is glossy, as well as the feet and the helmet, whereas the rest of the red and the rest of the paint is matte, so it doesn't really match. But it's not the worst. Whereas the Velocity suit, he's probably just going up in my Marvel Legends tub. I'm probably going to put this one up with my other Spider-Man displays, just because he's, you know, he fits in my display anyways. My only issue, as with most Marvel Legends, is that the knees are rubber, so when they're in the packaging, in heat, or in transportation, or just around your house, if they're not taken out right away, they can mold into a bend, giving him the wonky legs that he has. It's easy fix with some hot water and some ice, as well as some tongue depressors or little wooden sticks to tie him to make him straight. It takes about, 20 minutes tops. Maybe multiple rounds. Not a big deal. I'll get him straight. As I mentioned, my next Marvel Legends video will be a review of the Demogoblin BAF, and I'll hopefully have that here soon. And I'll post a link here somewhere for the Velocity Suit Spider-Man, as well as a link to the rest of the Demogoblin BAF wave figures. Leave a comment down below of what you think of the Spider Armor Mark III figure. What other figures would you like to see from the Spider-Man Gameverse? I'm not, like I said, I'm not very familiar. I own it, but I'm not very familiar with all the suits and all the skins that they have. So leave me a comment which ones are cool that I should go check out. Also, like and subscribe down below. Share with your friends, share in other groups. I have a lot of links down there. Follow me on Instagram because I post there daily, a couple times a day, of cool things I find, as well as links to figure announcements and stuff that I like that I find. And until next time, I'll catch you later.